Last year's attack on young Nigerians peacefully expressing their right to protest in Lagos seems to have solidified belief in some quarters that they are no longer seen as children in need of support or special care, nor are they yet recognized as adults who can effectively play an active role in reshaping the society. The youth say they are seldom mentioned in policy framework in relations to fundamental rights such as education, healthcare, labor, political participation, and protection from conflicts and sexual exploitation. Youth Arise is a nonpartisan initiative that works in global partnership designed to empower young people, boost their participation in national issues, as well as strengthen their identity. And we are now being joined live by two representatives of the Youth Arise, Kogent Owe and Joy Efekoha, to have a discussion about an upcoming event aimed at giving direction to its prime message. Want to welcome both of you. Welcome, Joy. Welcome, Joy. Please, can you tell us about this Youth Arise event that will be happening and what we should know about it?
Actually, Youth Arise is an initiative that involves young people participation in politics, in policies, and making their voice to be heard. You know, a lot of youths think they don't have the responsibilities to be involved in the process. But making them understand that no matter how young you are, being a girl child, being a woman, being a youth, that you have to be involved. And you have to start it very young. As young as 15, you can start having that mindset to take over leadership. And first of all, you have to take over the civic space, which is getting involved, exercising your civic rights, having your voter's card, being registered, because that is the only way you can be identified as a citizen of that country and can participate in any political issue.
Yes.
So,
all right. Thank you very much, Joy. We'll get back to you in a moment, but let's cross over to Kogent and talk about. Before we come to Kogent, let's stick with Joy. Joy, I want to find out from you. Talk to me about how did the EndSARS movement awaken some sort of social consciousness of individuals? Talk to me about the ripple effect. Do you think people are more awakened to their civic responsibilities right now as a youth, or do you still think that some youth still feel their votes don't count?
Thank you very much. Actually, a lot of youths are awoken that there is a change, and a lot of people are yearning for this change. I will take an example of, I went to Moravia, and this same question was pushed to the Nigerian youths, because among the participants there, the Nigerian youth, it was pushed to us that how has it reshaping the mindset of Nigerian youths? It has done a lot. It has done a lot to the mind of Nigerian youths, that Nigerian youths are awoken, that we have to come up. And the new thing we are having now is collaboration. Nigerian youth are collaborating in every sphere to make sure we get it right. Not just in our homes, but we're marching forward to the forefront. We're trying as much as possible to use our different initiatives like what Youth Arise is doing to go from door to door, talks to youth, to go to schools, as far as going to primary schools, so that we can catch them young, as they're very young, secondary schools, university, telling them that our time is now. Because we don't have to wait for anybody. Our time is now. And it will interest you to know that this generation is for the youth, and the youth need to take over.
All right, Joy, you are right. You have to catch them young.
You're still watching news here on the Rise News. We're speaking to representatives of Youth Rise, a program coming up, and we'll be speaking about the social consciousness and the impact and the ripple effect of the #EndSARS movement and how it has changed the landscape for the youth. And joining us is Kogent Owe. Kogent, I want to say thank you very much for joining us today. We were speaking about the Youth Alive Conference and the impact it will have on society, but we're trying to draw inferences from what has happened in time past, and we've been asking questions about what has changed in the psyche of Nigerian youths post hashtag EndSARS movement.
Basically, if you look at it all, you will see that during the EndSARS movement, it was a true awakening for Nigerian youth. But it got to a point that because of inexperience, they were unable to really get it all together, because at the end of the day, it was expected that the youth should go and meet the government at the negotiating table. So basically, that was all that happened. So, and that is why, because of that inexperience, that's why Youth Arise, this conference coming up on the 4th of December in Efrun Warri. This conference coming up in Efrun Warri at PTI Conference Center. PTI Conference Center is in Efrun, and the conference is coming up on the 4th of December. That's this week, Saturday. The conference is put together by Youth Arise Nigeria. Youth Arise Nigeria, this conference trended it was at the #1 trend on Twitter in Nigeria on Monday, which is yesterday. So you see that the organizers of this conference, they put a lot together. They've also put together some of the best speakers you can actually put your hand to in Nigeria as of today. Professor Jerry Gana, a known name in Nigeria, will be there live to speak on the theme of this conference, raising 21st century leaders for Nigeria. Another young lady who is also well known in Nigeria, Toyosi Akerele Ogunsuji, will also be there. Toyosi Akerele Ogunsuji.
Okay, welcome back to the discussion we were just having with Kojent Owe and Joy Efekoha about the youth participation. And we wanted to talk about the 2023 elections. We know that the youth population is quite large in Nigeria. That is quite a large vote. Want to know how, first of all, to give some advice to the youth out there on how to galvanize their vote for the upcoming elections. And I also want to know how you and your side are preparing for the upcoming elections in terms of galvanizing the youth vote.
That is what Youth Arise Nigeria is doing. Youth Arise Nigeria is holding a conference on the 4th of December. 4th of December is Saturday here. The purpose of that conference is to awaken the consciousness, create awareness for youth in Nigeria to be able for them to understand their potential. Yes, what you said, that the population of youth is actually high in Nigeria. About 70% of the population of Nigeria are young people. And even the voting population, they are also young persons too. So Youth Arise has put together this fabulous conference that is coming up. And with regards to political participation in 2023, one of the speakers for this conference is Undi Katu. Undi Katu in 2019 was a member of the PDP Strategic Committee. Also in 2015 was also a member of the PDP committee that organized that election. And she will be coming to talk to youth about the role of youth in civic participation and good governance. And we are sure that that will galvanize a lot of the youth. We've also looked at the economic aspects of what youth always also talk about. One of the topics for this conference is the unseen opportunities for youth, the many unseen opportunities for youth. Professor Christopher Akpotu of the Bayelsa State University is coming to talk about this. He's an expert in strategic management and economics. We're also going to have
for your time, and we are hoping that this Youth Alive conference will actually spark and ignite the fire in every youth in Nigeria to probably go and do the right thing come 2023.